You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Chris and Rich. Hello everybody and welcome to the Water Cooler Edit with myself, Chris and Rich. And today we'll be talking about the FIFA World Cup because we've had our own tournament and has it been riveting? It's been absolutely incredible. We've had the real estate agents come down, play some phenomenal games. Of course, Bayut.com didn't make it through to the final again, but we did have some smashing goals, that's for sure. We used the same place we did last year in Jumeirah Lake Towers or near that area, outdoor, because of course the weather now is, it's getting better, especially in the evenings as well, not so much during the day. It's still a little bit too humid, but we had some awesome football action, that's for sure.
Nice. I heard the quality was of impressively high standards.
It was, and we increased the amount of teams that we had as well, so we had even more participate this time around.
The tournament is growing.
It is.
This is growing.
Bigger and better.
From year to year, it's getting bigger and better.
Soon we'll have our own Bayut.com World Cup. There is that other one that's happening. I mean, maybe you've heard about it, Rich. It's the FIFA World Cup that's happening in Qatar, isn't it, for 2022? The first time the World Cup and FIFA will actually visit the region in this capacity. Yes, we have the AFC and all these tournaments that happen, but these are on a smaller scale. This is going to be the largest football tournament ever to take place within the GCC, and it happens to be only a couple of hours down the road, would you believe? We know that it starts at the end of November at some point.
I think 18th of December, I believe, is the...
Yeah, that would make sense, because what's that, 4 weeks, give or take? You've got all the group stages to get through, then you've got a small break between that and the quarterfinals, and it's the semis, and then it's the finals, isn't it?
Obviously, it's huge for the Middle East, it's huge for Qatar. And it's a big thing for the UAE as well, to be in such close proximity. Hotel occupancy is going to go through the roof, they believe, because so many people will stay here. So many football fans coming from around the world will stay here in the UAE and make their way over to Qatar for the matches. So kind of base themselves here, you know.
It makes sense because, we're only about an hour away with a flight, essentially. It's basically just a hop and a skip and a jump. It's almost. And then if you want to drive by car, you're looking at about 6.5 hours-ish.
You like the idea of this, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I was thinking about it as well, because I've already been to Saudi this year, and I'm thinking, should I go to Qatar? You know, I could go for the World Cup or another sporting event that's happening there. And you think of it like, it's going to be miles away, and obviously plane travels faster than the car. An hour seems like relatively short. So surely by car, it's going to be 2 days maximum. No, I looked it up this week, and it's only 6.5 hours to drive there.
That's way shorter than I would have thought, actually, to be honest. I thought it was going to be into the 12 hours plus, maybe more than that. So it's road trip territory.
It is.
Get the tunes on.
Yeah. And
get out there in the desert.
And the good thing is that you have to drive through 2 other countries. No, you don't. You have to drive through 1 other country, because you drive through Saudi, where petrol is cheaper, and then you go to Qatar, where petrol is cheaper. So fill up when you're in Qatar and Saudi, and then come back.
Yeah, there you go. These are the tactics right here.
Watch the games, get cheap fuel.
The UAE is trying to be as accommodating as possible as well to fans from around the world, because they've released a multi-entry visa so basically, to get into Qatar, right, from the 1st of November, you have to have something called a Haya card, right? And you only get a Haya card. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, which I'm probably not. Hayya, right? You have to have that. And the only way you get that is if you've got a ticket, right, for the World Cup, and then you pay 100 dirhams and you get this card, and that means you can get into the country. Now, if you have a Haya card, you can get a multi-entry visa into the UAE that lasts for 90 days for 100 dirhams. So you can go in and out of the UAE as many times as you like within that 90-day period. Interesting.
So you can kind of go to the football and then also have a holiday at the same time.
Yeah. You can keep like to and from, right? So they're making it as user-friendly as possible, right, to be able to commute between the 2 countries. And that's the other thing. The Haya card, originally, you had to have a ticket. Now they're saying that you do have to have a ticket, but each person with the Haya card can invite 3 other people. You have to do a process online, etc., and they get voucher numbers. So if you have a ticket, you can take 3 people with you along for the ride. But of course, they ain't got a ticket for the game. We're standing outside listening in the car park.
It'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm going to go watch the football. You chill in the car.
Yeah.
Don't run the engine there because I don't want to waste the fuel. Might be back in
Come over for the game. Are you going to get me in? Nah.
You can wait outside. So are you planning to travel to watch it, or are you going to watch it here?
I'm not planning to travel actually. There's so many fan zones and stuff going on here. There's like an official FIFA fan zone. I'm not sure I could handle this because it's got the capacity for 10,000 fans. That sounds like a lot of people watching the game.
I agree with you there. I'll go watch it live with 10,000 people, not in like an area with 10,000 people, because it's going to be a lot more confined. But of course, these areas also do provide that atmosphere where you're getting to meet people, you're having fun, you're having a good laugh.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? People want to watch it with other people, and it's some people really like that vibe. It's actually the official FIFA one. It's in Dubai Harbour. 10,000 people. They're getting famous ex-players, football players down there. They've got DJs, food, alcohol, non-alcohol, whatever. And it's we're one of only 6 cities in the world that has an official FIFA fan zone. And then you've got all the other fan zones. Media City, the amphitheatre has got a fan zone. Magettagans, that is 50 dirhams to get in. Biggest HD screen in Dubai. The Media City fan zone. The good one about that is it's more family orientated because they've got Winterfest at the same time, same venue, which has got like a Christmas tree, Santa's grotto, roller skating and all that. So, if people are interested in the football maybe, and some aren't, they can go into Winter Zone and meet Santa.
Is it not too early to meet Santa though?
Well, yes, it is. But you have to remember, so 20th of November, so it's just basically a month before Christmas. But you can meet Santa before he gets busy.
Okay,
that's what it is.
I see it now. Yeah, that makes sense. Before he goes to Qatar.
Exactly.
To see the games being played.
Yeah, this is it, right? So he's only there until December the 1st because then he goes to Qatar.
Yeah, who does he support, I wonder?
It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be like Iceland, isn't it?
Do they? Oh, I'm not sure if they were in. I know they were in last time.
I'm not sure if they are this time, actually. But somewhere, it's got to be or maybe Norway, but Norway are not in either.
Someone should go ask him who he supports then.
Yeah, someone needs to ask Santa who he supports. This is important, It is. And no fence sitting. He has to pick a side. Pick a side, Santa. Pick a side.
Can't have them all. Just the one.
Who are you supporting? I know it's a toughie for you, right?
It is a tough one because both the countries that I'm from are in the World Cup and both of them are former champions. So obviously there's a high chance that they will be towards the final.
Are you going to reveal those countries?
I mean, in England and Germany, obviously, are the two.
Quite rival sporting, but it's a sporting rivalry there.
It's terrible when if they're playing against each other because then I really have to pick a side and then usually I get called things.
Pick the one that wins.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy football from time to time. I do enjoy the World Cup, and I enjoy it because it's a good sport. You meet people, you have fun and stuff like this. So I don't know if I could pick between them. Like you said, it's probably about who's winning, just to be a part of the crowd, to be somebody with them, not be on the losing side where people are like heckling you or whatever and saying, "Oh, your team lost, your team's bad." No, it's a good game, isn't it? They just didn't play as well as, say, the team that won, was it?
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's very diplomatic of you there. That was a brilliant answer. Brilliantly diplomatic answer. No, look, I think one of the things about these fan zones and everything else, watching football should be fun, right?
Yeah.
That, essentially, it sounds cheesy, it sounds cliched, but it should be fun.
It is. It should always be enjoyable.
Yeah, and I think that's what these fan zones will provide. It's just loads of people supporting different teams, but essentially just there to have some fun, watch some good footy, and enjoy something that doesn't come around very often, right?
Yep, exactly. First time in the region that we'll be able to do this and celebrate it so close to home as well is going to be such a huge thing. But that wraps it up for this episode of the Water Cooler Edit. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know more of the topics that we've discussed here, you can of course check out My Bayut. Let us know in the comment section though, if you're looking to plan a road trip to Qatar. Let us know how it goes. Could be interested. And should we do it ourselves? I know that Rich is going to drive me all the way there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Chris and Rich.